Hello, my happy quilters, and welcome again to another Wednesday version of the Marsha and Joy Show, coming to you here from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. We're so glad you joined us here today to kick off the second half of your week right here. We've got some fun things to show you, and for those of you that maybe this is your first time watching us, we do have a few things. We got some specials going on, some springtime fun things, fabrics and such. We have our own page, and Susie, my daughter, will be answering the questions in the comments and also be linking in the comments the various links for the products. But also something new that we're starting this week is we have our own Facebook Live page on our website. So every week when we feature certain products, whether you're here live or whether you watch this later, you can go to that page and see what we were featuring on the Facebook Live. So of course you're going to want to watch us live if you can. You're going to want to watch the recording because we are so fun.
We are. We are.
So anyways, okay. So got that out of the way. Like, comment, and share. We give away 3 $10 gift certificates for use in our brand new store, which opened 2 days ago. Yay! I know you're all tired of hearing about it. But we finally are in here, and we're in our new filming studio here too, so we're kind of excited about that. Next week, we are going to take, we're going to try and see if we can get it to work so we can go for a tour with this group.
Won't that be wonderful?
Around the new store.
Of course, we have Peeps shopping because we are officially open.
Absolutely. We do have Peeps out there, and thank you so much for everybody for your patience with us. And happy St. Patrick's Day!
I know we're out blinking.
Yay! Yeah. Are you Irish?
I'm not Irish. I'm stubborn.
I'm
Irish, and I'm frequently redheaded.
If that counts. But she is.
I'm totally Irish if that counts, but
depending on what her hairdresser says.
Yep, exactly.
Absolutely.
I could be just as red as any.
You can. You can. We could paint some freckles on there too with your red hair.
I'm more like the day my mother birthed me. Less the long hair.
Anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so we have a joke theme every month, and this month of March it happens to be on cat jokes. So
hit me up. I'm all set because the cow ones didn't work out for me so well.
No, they didn't. So, what does the cat say after making a joke?
What does the cat say after making a joke?
Just kitten.
I think that's her best one yet. That's a good one. I'll have to share that with my family.
That is a good one. All right, so let's get into kind of the fun things that we're going to talk to you about today. Gosh, it was over a year ago that I went to the Symposium. It's a group of shop owners that get together, and in Florida in January. Of course, we didn't do it last January. We didn't do it.
So it's been well over
I know,
a year.
It's been a long time. But anyways, the fabrics I think came in the summertime.
Right.
But we really have been busy and haven't really gotten to show everybody the wonderful things that I learned and the wonderful quilt kits that we have. Anyways, it was by Karen Montgomery, and these are Karen Montgomery's fabrics that were only sold to those shops that attended Symposium. So these are limited edition exclusive fabrics, and we're going to show you some of the fun things to do because as I was looking through the things from the store, I thought it is time for a breath of spring here because it snowed.
And it is actually officially spring on Sunday. And we did spring forward in time.
We sprang forward in time, and Monday was the opening of the store. The roads were terrible.
And it's
both coming and going.
And snowed. And snowed.
So we're ready for spring, as we think you are too. And we have some great specials on these because these Karen's Garden things that we're featuring today are 20% off for all of you. And like I said, you're not going to go out and find them just anywhere. So a lot of fun. So we're going to first start with the quilt behind us. And this one is called
In Flight, I believe.
In Flight.
Wait. Yes.
This one is In Flight. I think it's down. You see if you can find the kit. But anyways, I'm going to switch the camera here. Hello. And I'm going to move it this way.
So I believe.
And I'm going to show you the whole thing. This is an absolutely beautiful quilt. And I'm going to switch back over here. So we have the in-flight.
You know what?
No,
I think it's.
This is it.
Okay.
In-flight kit. But I have to tell you.
You need them both, really, so it doesn't matter which.
Well, we're going to show the one underneath here. We're so high-tech, we can show the one underneath there, too, later. But we have this one. This one's in-flight. The pattern is in here as well. What is really unique about the in-flight kit is the butterflies. We need the butterfly quilt. There it is.
I'm going to stand up and show it off.
We need to, and kind of stand back here, and I'll tell you if they can look. So you can make this quilt, and then with the leftovers, you can make this. The only thing, you can make all of this, and then you can add the border. Isn't that cute, the butterflies? And the little applique pattern is in there for this makes the butterflies. So we want to show them the fabrics, how this is actually made, because these are really very unique fabrics. And we'll come back to this again. Well, first hold up the bolts. So we have these on bolts. So this is called holes, and this is called dots. So now you can open up one of these.
Okay.
And I will open up this one.
I have
not the whole way, probably.
I have the holes, and it's holes because it's white where
and mine is dots.
The color is.
So this is pretty cool. Now we have these packaged in 1.5 yards of each one. You get 1.5 yards of this and 1.5 yards of that. And then what we're going to include with that package is this whole pack of patterns, which is amazing because out of those two pieces, I think Susie...
Well, here we have, I think, a set open.
Oh, yeah, here it is. This, you can make all of these. So I'm going to go back over here to the close-up one. With just this fabric, it's the way that you cut these apart, but you can make this quilt. You can make this quilt. You can make this quilt. There's one more right here.
Oops, this one.
You can make this quilt. So we're going to include all 4 of these patterns.
And
nope, not this. These are just the holes and the dots.
With the fabrics.
Yeah, right. The holes and the dots. Plus, I'm sending this. Now, this is Karen's directions for how to cut these. So you cut them with these are 12.5 inch. So if you want to kind of hold that up, I'm going to go back to the big camera. So you cut them, they equal exactly 12-inch squares. So this is a Creative Grids, and this is the one that Karen uses, Creative Grids rulers, and you cut them, and the instructions here to cut these that come with the dots and holes, and we're going to make sure everybody has those in there. It's really easy to cut, but all 4 of those quilts that I just showed you are made, well, you can only make one with each of these, so if you want to make all 4, you need 4 sets of the dots and holes. But that is the fabric that it uses, and it's amazing. Now, do we have a piece of the border fabric?
I do not see a border fabric.
Here it is, right here.
It's hiding with you.
Yes, question.
Can they buy just those patterns?
No. No, you cannot just buy the patterns because they are unique to this fabric. So, if you don't have this fabric, because it's the way you cut these,
it doesn't really do you any good.
It isn't. These patterns aren't going to do you any good.
No. So
however, for this pattern, yes. And for the one that we're going to show you under here, yes. But for these ones here that are just for the dots and holes, and we'll talk about that later, these that are for the dots and holes, and I'm going to go over those again, you can make all of these. I love this diagonal one. I think that's really neat. And then there's this one too.
On how you cut them and resew them.
So one set of them.
One set of holes, one set of dots.
One of these 4 quilts.
Yep.
And we're going to make sure that you have, for any of the kits that we have today, that you have Karen's instructions for cutting the dots and holes. And then on the back, it's for how to cut the border fabrics too. So we'll talk about that too. So here's the border fabric, and we have this in running yardage. And then also the runner is over there.
This.
Nope, the runner.
So we have a lovely studio, but
Here it is.
and it was all organized
Here's the
when
deal.
she set it up.
We might as well be straight up. We have been visiting with everybody that's coming into the store, and we're so happy to see everyone. Thank you so much. But we just kind of like, oh my gosh, it's time to go.
And it was all set
So
up
here
in
we
here,
are.
but I hadn't had a chance to look, so
this-
I apologize.
It's okay. This is also Karen Montgomery's pattern, and this has been popular for so long. We've made millions of these. Last year was the anniversary edition of this Easy Stripe Table Runner for her. And so on her pattern, she has, I don't think I have the pattern, I'm going to take it out of here, but for this anniversary edition,
Didn't she provide some bonus options?
she did some bonus options. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you so you can see, you can put that particular fabric or any stripe fabric together in all of
can't see
those
from
different ways. So anyways, that is pretty amazing. I'm just so excited about all this stuff. It's really
I
neat
am
stuff.
too, and
So even if you had the original one of these, this one has all of the new, her 20th anniversary has all the new ways to put it together. I forgot to bring in a 60-degree ruler from Creative Grids.
so we talked about that last week on
I
your
talked
show
about it on
when
Sunday
Gina
night,
was
the
here.
60-degree. Oh, last week we did.
Last week,
So
on last
yes,
week's Marsha
that's right.
and Gina
So
show.
this is made with the 60-degree ruler and the way you cut it, and this has wonderful instructions in here on how to do it. And after you make one of these, you're going to be looking for border fabric, stripe fabrics, because you can do so many fun things
Well,
with
and
it.
it's an afternoon, morning project. It's an easy sew.
So right, let's go back to this kit. And like I said, 20% off all of these things for you people that are watching today. So this is in flight, and you see these are cut out of, I don't know, the holes or dots, I can't remember. But then you have the bonus, there are the bonus patterns in there to make this butterfly one. And then I think you need 2 yards of border print.
To finish this one
Right,
off.
so you have enough to make the insides. The other thing that's great is this is her background fabric. So we have this by the yard, and it's also in some of the kits that we are featuring, but we also have it by the yard. We have the border print by the yard. We have the holes and dots by the yard, but the better deal is to buy the package of 1.5 yards of each, get the free patterns, get the cutting instructions, whatever. Like the holes and the dots, we'll make sure that we send the cutting instructions too, because it's one fabric. It's, well, 1 or 2 fabrics, basically.
Right.
1 or 2 fabrics to make all of these quilts. So we have that, and then let's move on to,
The 9 patch.
this is
Are you
in
gonna just do
flight.
the
Yes.
yank? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
So there we go.
Wow! You know, we were so excited. We had Tom make 2 quilt racks.
Right.
Never did I imagine we could actually do 2 quilts at one
I
time.
know. So this now is called 9 Patch Garden, and this again is using the holes, I believe.
Yep, looks
And
like it.
we have the fabrics in here. They're batiks,
I keep wanting to show this kit.
plus her beautiful background fabric in here. This is just a gorgeous quilt that you can make. So that too, we have the kit for that one, and it is 20% off.
And again, those how to cut the holes and dots are inside the
Exactly.
inside the kits.
The things. So for the one that we showed, the in-flight, and this one, we also have the individual pattern available if you want them. You know, if you can probably cut a different. I think these are not using borders, but we do have the patterns available too. Then we have one more. And do we have
This
a kit
one.
for this one? I think this one is one of the free patterns. It is. This is one of the free patterns that we used, and then we just added a couple of borders. So this too, you can make it a lot bigger with a set of holes and dots from Karen's Garden Fabric, but this is one of the free patterns that we made up. We just made it smaller, but you can make it bigger as well. So I think that's it on Karen's Garden.
And just a note, you can't see this on camera, but there's lovely lavender quilting thread on here. It's just subtle, and it's very pretty. And you know, we have those new threads out there, Marcia.
We do.
It's not on our agenda to talk about those Wonderful threads, but
we do. We are now a Wonderful Thread Boutique, so we have it's a candy
it
land.
makes you hungry.
Candy land for thread lovers.
That's for
truly
another
is.
week, but I just had to throw it out there because both of us really love threads.
Yeah, it truly is. So you're gonna have to check that out. We'll have one of these later on for
when we do our little tour, maybe
Yep.
we can
So,
highlight that.
Karen's Garden, don't you love it? I just love it. I
do.
just think it's beautiful, and
And it really is the epitome of spring. All these beautiful lavenders, blues, periwinkles, and fresh greens.
the most popular colors that people decorate their bedrooms with are blues and purples.
Yes, they're lovely.
I did not know that.
Ha! Well, there we
So
are.
there you learn something new. Okay, the next thing we have going on is...
Are you going to do the trivia question?
Trivia question. Because I know you're all waiting for that.
Because I've been waiting to floss my mind all week.
All right, so this one is really, really an easy one because sometimes I do hard ones, but this one is a very easy one. Well, I think it's easy. But then, of course, I see the question and the answers right away anyway.
She picks the question and the
I
answer.
do. So here it is. Trivia is, what is it called when you bring the backing fabric around to the front? Tell me what that's called.
And
it's actually 2 words.
The first person to answer that Susie brings our attention to will get the Marcia and Joy gift certificate for our shop for $10.
$10. And like, comment, and share. And we give away 2 more with Rafflecopter. And we usually pick those. I think we're going to go back to Friday emails now. So we'll pick it Thursday evening. So those of you that watch the recording, you're in like Flynn for the prize drawing as well. So we'll wait for Susie to come in and let you know who's the next one.
Right.
Now, we didn't bring any machines in here this time, but Joy, if you want to tell about what our opening specials are on machines, we would love that.
First of all, our machines are mostly every model is in stock, and it is spread out and ready for you to try and find the right machine for you. But our machine special that we have, one of them is the Bernina 535 sewing machine. Will come with we have a winner. Will come with a complimentary Sew Steady table, because sometimes you want a bigger work surface, and that is an 18 by 24 inch acrylic tray that will attach onto the machine, and it will allow you to make those jelly roll rugs with ease, do any free motion quilting, or even just larger binding projects. It's really nice to have a big flat surface. So that is our Bernina special. And then we have 2 specials for the Baby Locks. One of our machines, the Brilliant, and I was supposed to look at this before I came in to make sure. The Brilliant, I believe, comes with a free suitcase, and the Jubilant, the Jubilant, anyway, comes with a half-price suitcase.
Isn't it Jubilant?
It is, but you wrote Jubilee on my note. Oh. And so I read her note because sometimes I go off script, and then that's when the fun really happens in here, is when we don't pay attention to what we decide to talk about.
Anyways, the one that's the more expensive of the 2 comes with half price, the Tutto, the Baby Lock Special Edition, Limited Edition.
Which
Tutto
I believe is
rolling toe.
Yes.
I think it is.
The information is on our website, I believe.
It is.
So
it is.
But if none of those 3 machines tickle your fancy, just know we have machines starting at $99 and up. We have a full-service tech department here to support you after the sale, and education is really important to us here at Pine Needles.
And like she said, in the new shop now, you can get around the sewing machines without hitting a chair or edge of a desk, or we are spread out spaciously, and we absolutely love it. We are not, and we're also able to have all of the machines. We have,
Right.
if we can get them.
Because there are still some models out of stock, both from Bernina and Baby Lock,
Yep.
and that's beyond both
Our control.
our control and actually Baby Lock and Bernina. It is a worldwide problem. It isn't unique to our shop or our area. It's just how it is. The pandemic has upset.
There's probably
Everything in
less
the
than
world.
4 between the two companies, though, that we don't have.
Right.
So we have every single model.
So come and see us. We'd love to help
On
you
the
find
sales
a
floor.
new machine or a second machine.
Yes, it's a sight to behold.
It is. I'm
It
so
is.
excited.
And now we actually, yes,
we have
did.
dreamed big, and so
We
we're
have,
excited.
and now we
excited for
actually
that.
have a machine side and a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful rainbow, color me happy fabric side too, with
Yes.
all new fabrics. So that's kind of why we're doing the 20% off on this, is because we don't have any sale fabrics yet.
No, because everything in the shop is fairly
Brand
new. It
new,
got
pretty much.
unboxed when we
Pretty
opened
much.
up.
And everybody helped us out so very much when we did the clearance as well. So
They did.
Yep, it's
Did we
great.
have a winner? The trivia
Oh
winner?
yes, we do. And I believe you've won before.
Oh, who was our winner?
Smart girl, Alicia Dries.
Hey,
so
congratulations,
yay, congratulations to Alicia.
But remember, everybody else, make comments, share, and you get more chances to win the other 2 gift certificates that we'll announce in
Exactly.
our weekly email. By the way, just a note about that. You do have to let us know if you need it mailed to you, because otherwise it's up at the counter and it will be waiting for you. But if you don't let us know that you need it shipped, I wouldn't know
What
that.
shipped?
There.
We don't ship the prizes.
Well, okay. The gift certificates, yeah.
It's okay. She had a week off.
I
did. Give her a break.
My brain isn't grooved in
She's
again.
still on vacation.
She is. Okay, but anyway, moving on.
All right, good thing there's 2 of us. 2 heads are
I
always,
know.
those who said 2 heads are always better than one.
Especially
They knew what
when
they were
we
talking
have all
about.
these friends coming in to give us well wishes, right?
I know.
So thank you all for
I
that.
know, that is
we
very
want
fun.
to talk about
We
those.
do want to talk about that. Okay, so it's St. Patty's Day, plus the new store is open, and we're so glad that you joined us here today. So anybody that orders online, actually, or in the store, because we're giving away out in the store too, but anyone that orders online is going to get free with your order.
A PNQS lanyard and this really beautiful scissors.
Yay! So,
And I love mine.
I do too.
They're nice and sharp.
and it's nice to have it on the lanyard too, because you don't misplace your scissors. I can't tell you how many times I'm looking underneath fabric, and next to my sewing machine isn't exactly the most neat and tidy place either. So I have binding scraps and things all over the place. But if it's on my neck,
So between the lanyard and the station store in my studio, and I now have 2 station stores, I'm considering a third, because I can tuck the scissors in and then I can find it so it's
Exactly.
not tucked under my fabric.
So,
but this is a gift.
through midnight tonight. So you need to place your order online through midnight tonight to get this
Yes.
lovely lanyard and scissors from Finding It's Quilt and Stuff. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about is on our webpage now. Remember we used to have the sale page, and we are going to have that again. But what we have right now is something new, and I'm going to show it to you so you know what to look for.
Ooh, you have a picture?
I
A
do.
picture's worth 1,000 words. That's awesome.
All right, so you're going to go to the www.pnqs.net, our web page, and then you're going to hit the thing that says shop, and then you're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom until you see this, and it says Wednesday Live featured goodies. And in there you will find everything that we talked about on the live on Wednesday. And then depending on how much of this stuff is left, then the following week it's going to flip on over to the sale area, so you don't have to go through all the sale goods to find the things that we have featured on our Facebook Lives. So there'll be 2 pages you're going to want to look at. We don't have the sale page anymore because we sold out of everything that we had.
did.
But whatever is left, if there is any left of these fabrics, Kieran's Gardens and things, Next week, they'll flip over onto the sale page, and we'll have a whole new page for the Wednesday Live of things that we are featuring. Now, if they're not on sale, they're not going to go on the sale page. They'll just go back into the website with the regular products. But anything like these that we're featuring that we have on sale, those will go into the sale page. And I'm so excited. We're getting so high tech.
Right.
I know. So that is happening. St. Patrick's gift with every order. We also have some new things that we need to show, some new fabrics that Joy has been busy. Even though she's been on vacation, she has been busy sewing. So these are some new...
Isn't sewing considered a vacation, Marcia?
It is for me.
It is for me as well.
Oh, let me get rid of this picture. So this is with a new K. England fabric that's called Sapphire Garden. And what did you use to make this? Yard goods?
It is actually a jelly roll and a little bit of the larger prints. You pick which print you want, a small amount of a solid, and the pattern is Reminiscence by Doug Lico, and it's a 3-for-1 deal because he's got 3 pattern
and
choices
yes,
in one.
Different ways to put it together, but this is beautiful.
I loved making this. This was really a treat.
Okay,
so that's that one.
And I guess we'll have to have Susie. I know you're watching. You'll need to put the Reminiscent pattern on. Link to it anyways.
So this one is a pattern that you get when you purchase the supplies if you ask. This is
another jelly roll quilt.
Yes, this one is it's called Violet. It's a Wilmington fabric, so it's actually...
There we go. There we go.
They call them crystals, right?
Crystals, yes.
So it's one package of crystals and some background fabric. The original quilt did have a border, but this was just the right size. I'm giving it to my mom when we're done. And of course it's got snuggles on the back.
Beautiful purple minky on the back.
And then do we have an auction item?
We do have an auction item, but I'm going to show them this pattern.
This one was really fun.
Right. So this is a free pattern when you purchase the jelly roll.
Oh, Interlocked, I guess
Interlocked
is the name.
it's called.
And of course, depending what you use for fabric,
you know, if you have jelly rolls, I'm going to show you, see some of the different colorways that there are. It just kind of shows some different colorways besides what she's made. And all the directions are inside. So that's free with the jelly roll.
And super fast sewing. Marcia and I started this up at the cabin.
I do have to tell you though, now those products are not yet on the Facebook Live.
And we actually promised we'd never do this again,
I know, but Susie will get those. This pattern comes free, but she'll get this jelly, or no, this one's 2.5-inch strips. This is by Wilmington Prints,
right?
As is the other one. So we'll get those on that page too. So the last thing for today, I think, is the auction quilt, and we just have one today. And it's got a rubber band.
No, it doesn't. You silly girl. You put a twine on here.
I didn't do it. I don't know who did it.
And, you know, one of the things we're going to add in our world here is
scissors. Nice?
And we better put scissors with safety ends on them. Because we'd leave the knife open.
I really thought that was a rubber band, so it'd be easy.
I did too until I touched it.
Anyways, this is a beautiful, beautiful
child-proof
or baby quilt with this lovely mint green Mickey on the back. And I think we have to stand up for this one too. So just one this week. It's a beautiful star quilt. These are flannels, and like I said, with the beautiful, beautiful Minky on the back.
And actually, it's bigger than baby. I'd say you could
this is a child's quilt. So it has the stars. I forget what the name of the pattern was, but
it is actually an Emily Scott one. Isn't that from her book?
Not this.
Not this one. Okay, never mind.
But anyways, this is the auction quilt, just one this time, and you will follow our Facebook page. I will try and get that on tomorrow, and the highest bid wins, and we finish it up. We'll probably go back to Saturday at 1 o'clock. And if it's any different, it'll be posted on there. So every week we have an auction quilt, and that lovely is for this week. All right, so next week, I think we're done. I think we can button this up. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
We can button this up. It's been so much fun to be back in this chair with you, Marcia.
I know. I did the trivia. We have a winner. Okay, so next week, back here, 1 o'clock again. Joy and I are going to mic up, go outside, and give you a tour of the store. And I think we'll even give them a tour of the private areas. Well, that doesn't sound very
Behind
good.
the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yes. The
An
tech room-
insider peek.
An insider's peek. Yes, that sounds great. So we're going to show you around the store next week. We talked about it for this week, but we just really, not that we love having so many, but there's just really, really, really a lot of people out there. And hopefully there'll be again next Wednesday too, but we
Right.
thought we would just wait a week to do that. So thank you so much for joining us here at Pine Needles Quilts and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. We have totally enjoyed this part of the day with you. We will be back again next week at 1 o'clock. And I have put up here an Irish blessing for you. This is what we wish for all of our Pinecone peeps, far and near. We love you so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And until next time, we will keep you in stitches.
Bye.
Bye-bye.